back. We'll see how that works. Hasn't dropped the frame yet. Anyway, we'll see if that works better. Just by kicking it and restarting it. Still no drop frames. Let's go back to game. I'll do the next session. We'll check it out. We're not going to do any laps in FP2 because you can hear the rain. Oops. Let's go to FP3.
And with all the cars now over the line, let's see our top three again.
Oh, they did get some try running.
And Alexander Albon.
That's all right. We'll do our running in FP3. Do the race sim and the quali sim. All right.
Okay, we need a few solid laps here to help us calculate a good race strategy. Great lap. You've nailed what we asked for. Keep it up. Okay, super job so far. We're getting great data. Stay focused.
Ooh, how are we looking? Some more drop frames, but nowhere near as many as before, so hopefully it's better. Hopefully it's watchable. Sorry, guys. Qualifying run. Might as well just do that. Hopefully we can do this in one lap as well. Everything's... Oh, I think it took us 2 laps to get purple. On track acclimatization. Other than that, it's been easy peasy.
Okay, this is a quali sim. We've estimated the times our closest rivals will be doing, so that's what we need to beat.
Whoa! Had way too much grip on turning.
Okay, test complete, and that was a...
Yeah, it was a bit scraggly there at the end, but we got the resource points. That's all that matters. Alright, let's go to qualifying.
The session has drawn to a close, so let's review our...
Huh, I was going to check something. I can't bloody remember what it was now. Yeah, it's fine. Let's just do it. Let's go. Pull the visor down. All right, let's just get a lap out of the way. Hopefully we can just do one straight up. That's good enough to get through. Oh, that's what I was going to do. The resource points. That's alright. We'll do it after Polly. Excuse me. I found the tutorial on how to run F1 2020 in VR, and I wanted to try it, but it needs a program that isn't free. Oh. Oh, yeah, I think I remember looking at something like that back on one of the older games. You had to buy this thing to do it. I don't know. I haven't really thought about doing it in VR. Like, obviously, I've got the rig now with the 3 screens. I just haven't really, I haven't even got the Oculus set up to this PC. I should do it at some point, but not now. I think we should be good to get through Q1 on a 2.9. I'm surprised that Perez was immediately faster than that. I thought a 2.9 was actually going to be a pretty good lap. What are we, almost 4/10 off Bottas? But we should be okay. It wasn't a magnificent stonking lap, but it should be enough to get us through. Where did I lose? 2/10 first sector. Yeah, I didn't maximize the braking zone. 2/10 middle sector. 10th in the last sector. Yeah. I only have one screen, so for me, since I already play at VR, would be a good way. Definitely, it definitely would. VR's good, particularly for. I feel like VR's made for racing, you know. Something where you're static, so anything that's like racing or flight sim or something like that is perfect for VR. Comfortably through. Oh man, I get such a sore upper back. It annoys me. Poor posture. Finally catching up to me as I get old. Still don't understand why it's not natively supported, but I'm not a dev. Yeah, I don't know either. Like, I feel like they'd have such a massive market if they just had like native support for like the Oculus and stuff. But yeah, what would I know? All right, let's go out.
Checks complete. We're ready.
Gee. Weather report.
Conditions look stable at the moment. No rain currently expected. Dries seem like the best tyre for now.
I was just checking that my radio was working. It seems like they fixed up that problem, because I haven't had that problem for quite a while now. So thank you, Codemaster. Thank you for fixing the intermittent mic not working issue. I appreciate it. The streams are always better when I can tell Jeff to shut up, I feel. Alright, here we go. Got up on that curb. Yeah, bad lap. Bad lap.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
We're definitely going to be going again. We're only at 3-1. I got out on the curve at the penultimate corner. And it just screwed me up through the last 2 corners, through the last corner. Until then, it felt like a pretty good lap in all honesty, but I'll go back to the pits and go again. Such a nice looking car. Check it out whilst I watch them push Nobuharu back into the garage. Man, it's so cheap when you look in the mirror there. Like, you can see that guy's hand. Like, you can see they're using the same animations from, like, the previous games with the higher, narrower rear wings. Because his hand's just, like, going through the rear wing. It's silly. Come on, Codemasters. That's easy stuff to fix. You pay top dollar for this thing as a AAA title, and you just can't even update the bloody animations to suit the new models.
Our best lap so far is a 1 minute 3.1.
Yeah, so that's going to be a pretty weak lap. Nobuharu's only done a 3.4. Times don't seem to be quite as... Oh, no, I was going to say not quite as fast, but then Hamilton's done a 2.3. First sector was good. Middle sector was okay. Lost it all in the last sector, as you can see. Half a second off in the last sector. So that was to be expected.
We're 15th in the speed trap. 333.6 kilometers per hour.
F1 games are made so lazily. Make the core game better instead of adding features no one cares about, like the interviews. I agree. Like, my team's good. My team is a good initiative. My team definitely works as a feature. Like, I'm down with that. Like, obviously, because I've been playing it non-stop, you know, since I got this game. Well, sorry, it's the only game mode I've been playing. But you can make that rest of the game better, you know? Like, what about some pre-season testing, you know, in career and my team? Like, if you do like a bunch of testing and hit certain objectives and it makes your car better at the start or something like that, you know? What about in your career mode where rather than saying, hey, I want to negotiate with any team on the grid, how about you actually have teams come to you and try and coach you? You know, those kinds of things. You could do that. But yeah, make the core game better. That's better. What do we got? My team I have nothing against, but it's same game since 2016. Graphic marginally improved, same model, same animation, same voice files. Yep. And why can't we have different engineers? Like, that'd be cool. Like, imagine if you go to a different team, you get a different engineer. Or if you don't like your engineer, Jeff, you can get another one. Like, it's good now that we've got driver movements and stuff like that. I remember when they first brought in career, you know, drivers wouldn't change. You know, you do a 10-year career and Kimi would be still at Ferrari, you know, at the age of 50. You know, that's good. It's good that we've done those things now. We've got retirements, but And in my team, you know, you should be able to change like the arrows on your arrow on your car. Like, and what I mean is like change the way it looks, like have a different front end, have a different nose or something like that. Different design philosophy. It'd be cool if you had that and actually affected the car. It's like, oh yeah, we're going for a, you know, our design philosophy is a, is it this or that? Maybe like a high rake setup, like for like Red Bull or you know something like that. I want a waifu engineer. Yep. Yeah, waifu engineer for sure. Agree with that. In the name of gender equality, damn it. I want a waifu engineer. Did we finish Q2 fastest? We did, just. So we are definitely in the fight for pole position here. Tyres for 2 runs. Let's have it. Let's have it. That wasn't ideal. Oh, a 2-2.
Just put in the fastest lap. Good job.
In fact, I don't even know what I've done in Q2 now. Let's go back to the pits. That felt like a good lap, though. Not perfect, but good. Oh, excuse me. Got the burps. 3/10 up. First and last sector. Excuse me.
So far, our fastest lap is a 1:2.2.
Doesn't improve.
Okay, good job, mate. Really well done. That was
Pole
a
position.
fantastic drive.
Or what if you got real engineers to do the voice so you could tell Bono about your tyres? Oh, yeah, man. That'd be awesome. Yeah, that'd be great. Like, that'd be really cool. Okay, Matt. So, you know... Oh, geez, Bono, don't talk to me in the corners.
We're all ready for tomorrow's race, but before we begin, let's have a quick look at those who will be fronting the grid. Wood, Hamilton, and Valtteri Bottas.
Don't talk to me in the
Goodbye for
corners,
now,
man.
But we're really just getting started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out.
We're on pole position. So much for turning the difficulty up. Might need to go to 110.
You really seem to enjoy that. You made it look easy. It's always good to qualify at the front, isn't it? Do you think this team are performing as well as they could do? Appreciate your time.
Anytime. Except when I'm angry. Don't ask me questions then. How are we going in this? Must be almost cleaned up now, yeah? Oh, fine. Not quite. As long as, I don't mind having the real engineers, as long as I don't get the get in there. If I get the get in there, I'm going to go into the game and delete the Bono files. Fucking hate that. Get in there, Lewis. Get in where? In where? Where are we going into?
All right, I think we can call that a successful qualifying. We should be in with a good chance in the race.
I would hope so. Let's race. What are we getting into? Like, I don't understand. The only thing I feel like getting into is a punch up with Bono telling him to shut up.
This is it then, race day in Spielberg for this year's Austrian Grand Prix. The grandstands were a sea of red in 2019, thanks to the commemorative hats in honour of the late great Niki Lauda.
To be fair though, the one I really want is I forget his name. I want Sebastian's engineer. Okay, Sebastian, put your head down, get on you. Okay. We are box. That's the guy I want. I want him. Hey, Lickmensch, how are you, man? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. No, I want Sebastian's engineer. Okay, Sebastian, we have a puncture. Be careful. I want that guy. Bit sleepy too. Oh man, I'm always sleepy. I'm like the Hulk when the anger. It's just like, oh, I'm always sleepy. And then just like collapse into a heap on the ground. Pole position.
Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Perez, Alexander.
Tracing points going alright. Good work, Nobuharu.
Leclerc, Verstappen, and Lando Norris. Stroll, Fiat, Pierre Gasly, and Grosjean. Magnussen, Russell, Antonio Giovinazzi, and Dorian Boccolacci.
I don't know where I was going with that.
Esteban Ocon rounds off the grid.
Everyone with it.
Talented drivers will
should we pit? I need to know now. We are considering both options.
Now that we've got some points on the board, let's continue this.
Are you hyped for the Portuguese Grand Prix? Am I hyped for it? I don't know. I don't even know if I'll sit up to watch it, to be honest. It's a bit late, and I got to work tomorrow, obviously, because it's what I do all the time. I don't know if hyped's the right word. I'm a bit. This season, it's been great to visit some other tracks, right? Like, don't get me wrong. Like, it's been cool. We went to the Burger Ring. You know, we've gone to. You know, we went to Mugello. You know, we're at friggin' Algarve. And we're going to go to Turkey, which I thought was a car park, but it turns out the track's still there, so that's awesome. I've really liked that track. I'm not being sarcastic. And we're going to go to Imola. So, I mean, the season is really unique and really cool in that regard. But Mercedes are too dominant. Mercedes are too dominant. And it's hurting. Like it's killing off the excitement for the championship. Just don't look at the top three. The rest is having an exciting season, that's for sure. I was actually surprised Gasly was like really fast all the way through practice and then sort of fell off in qualifying. Mercedes is way too strong, yeah, agreed. The token system's not going to make that any better anytime soon either, unfortunately. And obviously the championship's a lot less exciting. We really need Hamilton to have a 0-point race. if Hamilton has a 0-point race, then it'll get the excitement back. But right now, he can just hold Bottas off at arm's length. Bottas can't beat him anyway. To be fair, he can beat him. He can beat him in a race here and a race there. He's not good enough to beat Hamilton across the season. Like Hamilton's too good. And in the best car, the dude's just going to clean up. So. Yeah, I hope that Mick Schumacher will get a seat. We're actually just talking about that before. Token systems never work. Why do they keep bringing them back? I don't know, man. Put me in charge of the sport for like 3 days and I'll fix it. The token systems are silly. There are better things you can do. In fact, the thing you can do, just keep the regulations the same. The field will close up. The only time where teams make big steps forward is when you have a regulation change, or what's happened this year with Ferrari getting smacked for doing some stuff they shouldn't be doing on a power unit, which has just meant that the gap that Ferrari used to sit in, like right behind Mercedes, is now void. So now it's Mercedes, daylight, Red Bull. And Red Bull could probably fight better if their second driver was a bit stronger, but Albon just can't. And I think it's probably a tricky car to drive. Looking at Gasly has proved himself to be more than capable. So the Red Bull must be a really particular kind of car to drive, and Max likes it, and clearly his teammates haven't. I wouldn't mind if Red Bull actually gave a shot to someone like Hülkenberg or even Perez or something in that car next year, because I don't think Albon's going to be able to take a challenge to the Mercedes guys unless Red Bull find a way to close the gap. And with a pending change of power unit in the back of that car, most likely, then who knows what they can do. I really miss old F1 times with Hakkinen and Schumacher battles. That was gold. Man, you preach into the choir. Hakkinen, Schumacher, I remember like the early 2000s, and you'd be trading wins between Ferrari, McLaren, and Williams from race to race, and then you'd have, Williams get excluded from a Grand Prix because they had they had illegal brake ducts on their car and stuff like that. Like, that were the days, weren't they? They were the days, and you had, a whole bunch of drivers at the front of the grid who could win. Hakkinen, Coulthard, Barrichello, Schumacher, Montoya, the other Schumacher, all these guys who on their day, all 6 of them could win a race on merit. And I hope that's not rose-tinted glasses. I don't think it is. I remember those times really well. But sort of as we've hit this, certainly since we've hit the hybrid era, things have been different. Formula One really took a downturn after 2009. When we hit 2009 and they fundamentally changed the cars went from being these beautiful, slick aero machines to being really friggin' ugly. Ever since then, it's just sort of downturned, and we've just lurched from one team dominating to the next. Hey, Dark Assault stream, how are you, man? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Oh, so don't bring up Fissy to me, man. Actually, I don't think you can see it on the stream. We've got a Fisichella model helmet down in the bottom of my next cabinet that you can't see. I used to do some work for Fissy, so I know Fissy personally. He's a great guy. He was my favorite driver for a long time, sort of late 90s all the way through to retirement. And thank you for the follow, Dark Assault stream. Man, Fissy, Trilly, all those guys, even when Toyota came into the sport, and Toyota, they underperformed, but they had a cool looking car. Like, I always liked the liveries on the Toyotas, and Jordans, and obviously, like I said before, Williams, BMW, Mercedes, and then Ferrari, and Jaguar came into the sport, and it was a really, as I said, it's probably rose tinted glasses, but man, I'm with you. I miss those days. Toyota was very strong. I got a shirt from Michael Schumacher back in. I've missed the start there. Whoops.
We're not seeing any technical issues coming off the practice start. Watch the RPM on the full start. We don't want to bog down.
I will bog down though. Just you watch. Just you wait for it, bucko. I'm gonna bog down like you've never seen. Take back my lead position. Thank you, Lewis. What do we got? I got a shirt for... Yeah. Toyota could have been good if they could have let go of their Toyota method for F1. It was too paper heavy. Yeah, they never... Yeah, it was... They had decent driver lineups. They spent a lot of money, but yeah, they couldn't make it work. Is the AI at 110? It's at 105. Yeah, thanks, Senroku. It is interesting. Sorry, not interesting. It's a bit like someone asks a question and I answer it, like, without realizing that, like, literally the next comment is somebody answering it. So it's a bit repetitive. Yes, it's at 105. It might be... I might need to turn it up, I don't know. See, I'm a filthy casual at this game, right? Like, I don't take it that seriously. So, if I turn it up, then, it means I've probably got to do practice and stuff like that. And I've just, because I've been talking, I've just driven away from the pack. Whoop. It's pretty track. Oh, thanks, Lewis. That's you guys just drive right through me. That's fine. That's Mercedes for you. You're just driving through everyone else. I know exactly what will happen. You will fail practice program and get mad. Even if I don't fail a practice program, I'm still going to get mad. Why is it 3-2-1? Like, I feel like I've got this all back to front game. Like, what's going on here? I can pass the practice program all purple and I'll still sit here and rage out at the game. Come on, Sunraku. Come on, man. Come on. Come on, man. Playing the controller at 95. Nice. Man, playing with a controller is that'd be a different experience. I've done that since the old like F1 Championship Edition on PS. Oh, friggin' sandwich. Shenanigans behind me. Shenanigans behind me. Oh wow, he's got a run on me.
Well done, mate. Nice start.
Who is it? It's Valtteri. To whom it may concern, Valtteri. Come on, man. Man, I gotta get the Biden accent down so I can do the... Come on, man. Come on, man. Yeah, I can see the chat going on. Oh, jeez. What was Brundle's favourite line? Turning left in a right-hand corner? That was me right then. Alright, when I get to the straight, I'll check the chat. Matte kudasai. Whoa, whoa, big slide. Alright, what do we got? Bow, 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 bow. Who is your teammate? Nobuharu Matsushita is my teammate. I played controller 2016 with 100% strength. Big mistake. Not 2016. So I used to play, as I said, Championship Edition on a controller. But I used to just play with auto gears. Like back then, you know the old PlayStation controllers. They were just sort of, they had the analog sticks and stuff. I always just played with auto gears and threw it around at max. I used to do 100% races like that. Young me was stupid. Like I'm gonna go back in time. If I ever get a DeLorean and go back, say young me, I'm gonna walk in and like I'm sitting there on the PS, playing on the PS2 or was it PS2? PS3. Sitting there on a PS3 playing F1 Championship Edition. I'm gonna walk in and go, "Oi, buy a wheel, you dumbass." And I'll get better earlier, and then I might actually have a successful sim racing career rather than being washed up at the end. Maybe being washed up sitting here playing Codemasters games against 105% AI. With the controller, best is 2019. Once I tried it with a wheel, man, that was awesome. Yeah, man, it's all better. Played on controller, it's hard. In hairpins, it's very hard. Yeah, man, I don't doubt it. So yeah, sorry it took me so long to answer my teammate question. It's not Nobuharu Matsushita. I got him midway through the first season. I had Boccolacci to start with. But I ran out of money to pay for him. But that's fine, because I wanted the Japanese driver anyway. Because I'm running Honda engines, so I was happy enough. And he's had his first F1 podium now and stuff like that. He's been on the front row. He's had a good run with Osani Autohouse. Ooh, I'm opening up the door for friggin' Valtteri 7.3. Oh, he's hit me.
Green flag.
Valtteri hit me.
We're racing again.
Valtteri hit me. He's gone. He's taking himself out of the race. Valtteri's hit me. Silly boy. Oh well. Who's behind me now? Albon. Right, let's check the chat. Monaco with the control. Monaco with the control. I can't even survive the first corner. I would. Maybe I should do it as a challenge, right? Like, I've got an Xbox controller here. I could do that as a challenge one day. Maybe next weekend over a couple of beers we'll give that a shot. Yeah. I can't even survive Monaco's first corner with a wheel. Yeah. So what are your predictions? Hambot Ver. Yep. That sounds right to me. As I said, what we really need for a championship is a 0 point race for Hamilton to make up for the one that Valtteri had in the last race.
We're leading our teammate by 4.1 seconds.
Oh yeah, pro line. Pro line through the last corner.
Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake button more.
It's too late, Jock. It's too late. Catch up with the chat. Yeah, Hamilton's last DNF was in Austria 2018. That's crazy. That's crazy, to quote Joe Rogan. So we need a DNF for Hamilton. Man, I want to see a DNF for Hamilton just so we can relive Malaysia 2016. Oh, no. I still laugh at that. I know it's not very nice, but I still do. If Lewis doesn't like it, he can sue me. Just FYI, Hamilton, I don't have much. I've got a significant anime figure collection, but yeah.
Be careful, we think you're going to start losing some tyre grip around now.
Well, this is a leisurely Sunday drive at the moment, isn't it?
Fuel target is +1. Faster engine modes are available.
Whoops.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the hards.
Hamilton Simulator 2020. You know it. I don't think this tire's going to make it to the end, Bono. I don't know why you put me on this tire, man. Don't know.
You're increasing the gap on the car behind by 0.5 per lap.
Well, isn't that nice, Vegeta? What are we got here? Oh, hang on. Oh, I've got to go further up. I'm losing power. No, I want to hear that. Yes. I'm down with that from Hamilton. I hope that Hamilton says over board radio, I'm losing power. Come on, it's off. Oh, no, I want to hear that. That is what I want to hear. Man, I'm down. I'm down for that. I want to see the championship close up. I want Bottas to get back in on it. I don't think he can beat Hamilton, but I want it to be a fight at least.
In this lap, push now.
Said if you won't save me, please don't waste my time. I shouldn't be singing, sorry, for multiple reasons. You guys don't want to hear that noise, and I don't usually listen to music when I drive anymore. It's all about the podcast life for me now. I used to smash music when I was younger, when I was driving. I got into podcast and that was that. Where are we? I don't mind that Lewis will beat Michael's record, but I wish he wasn't completely uncontested for most of the championship. Yeah, I mean, records are there to be broken. I've got no problem if he breaks it, but yeah, I just wish it was more of a challenge.
Go, go, go.
So it's not so much fun, yeah.
Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tires.
Don't. Oh no, I've hit the wall. No, I'll flash that back. I mean, Hamilton is a good guy, but he wins every race. I mean, I don't have that much against him personally. I don't like his behaviour in regards to a lot of things, but, you know, I think his heart's in the right place with everything that he does, and I think he's just, you know, he's obviously a great driver. Like, he's one of the greatest of all time, no doubt, no question. But you don't want to see, like, you enjoy greatness when you see it, but in motorsport, like, the difference between the greats and the not so great,
Coming in for his stop.
you know, and the competent is not that high. Like, you know, a guy in a good car should be able to beat a great in an average car, and that's what keeps the sport interesting.
Our gap behind is 1.9 seconds.
And in motorsport, I mean, most of it is just being in the right car at the right time. Look at Alonso. I mean, I think Alonso's every bit as good as Hamilton.
Gap to car in front is 5.6 seconds.
I used to probably say previously Sebastian as well, but Sebastian's been thoroughly outclassed by Charles Leclerc this year. I don't know whether he's just mentally checked out of that team or what. I can't explain it, why Sebastian's performances this year. Like, he shouldn't be as far off Charles as he is. It's ridiculous. I think there's a, you know, for the same reason that Daniel looks so good against him at Red Bull in their only season as teammates. I think he just checks out of the team, in all honesty. Yeah. I don't like Lewis outside of the car, but massive respect for his driving ability. If Hamilton stops, does Max go to Mercedes? He'd probably like to. I don't know if Mercedes would take him. They probably would, in all honesty. I don't think Hamilton's going to stop though, not anytime soon. Not with the world how it is right now. Maybe if he was able to continue on with his fun and everything like that. But in a COVID world, I think he probably just wants to keep on racing because it's still giving him the outlet to be able to travel around and stuff like that. I hope Seb rises back. Yeah, look, I hope Seb comes back. And get some of his reputation back, because I think he's really hurt his legacy this year. And look, I know there's probably doesn't matter to him that much, but he's going to deserve to be remembered better than what he is. Like, you're looking at him now, and it's like, dude, that's a four-time Formula One world champion right there, and he's clearly just not happy in the team. He's not happy in the car. So it's just not working, and he can't make it work. Like, it's just...
Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake button more.
I don't know what it is. Like, if it's just him saying, look, I really don't want to be here, so, he's not giving it all effort. But, he deserves better than that. Ferrari deserves better than that. There's young drivers out there. If you're not going to put in, then, give someone else the seat. Laugh if Max goes to Mercedes and they fall to the midfield. No, Mercedes, as long as Hamilton stays at Mercedes, they've got no reason to change. Bottas is a competent number 2 to Hamilton. He puts just enough pressure on Hamilton, but not enough to cause trouble like it did with Rosberg. Because Rosberg was better than Bottas. Hence why he's a world champion and Valtteri is not. It's a perfect situation for Mercedes right now because, Bottas is good enough to win the races that Hamilton doesn't. Without being fast enough across the season to make Hamilton stress too much in regards to the championship. So, I mean, that's ideal for Mercedes. Sadly enough for all the fans out there, except Hamilton fans.
Plus 1 lap of extra fuel. Fuel target +1.
It's an ideal situation for anyone who likes watching Lewis Hamilton win championships, I guess. Which, look, I mean, that's the name of the game, being in the right car at the right time. Good on him. It's not his fault that the rest of the grid don't have good enough cars to win. First time being pinged for track limits so far this race. What do we got? Man, I miss Rosberg now. Yeah, I think Albon is going to AlphaTauri with Gasly and Hulkenberg. Gasly and Hulkenberg to Red Bull? No. Where's Max going to go? With a good contract, Max goes Mercedes because Honda is going away. But look, the thing is that it's only if Hamilton leaves Mercedes. If Hamilton doesn't leave Mercedes, Mercedes have no reason to put Max in the other car. Max will just cause problems because he will be. Look, whoops, sorry, and I'm gonna flash that back because I was trying to share a thought. Lewis Hamilton is, without question, a great driver. What Lewis Hamilton isn't very good at is dealing with a teammate who is also a very good driver. So he has this, in the times when he's had teammates who could really closely match him, Fernando Alonso, Jenson Button, and Nico Rosberg. all of those things, all of those times have descended into friction. Now, that's not necessarily something that is unique to Lewis. It's happened at, it happened with Max and Sebastian, Mark and Sebastian at Red Bull. It happened obviously with Charles and Sebastian last year. It's a problem for Lewis. And Mercedes, this is why I said before that this is an ideal situation for Mercedes right now, with Valtteri and Lewis, because Valtteri is not fast enough to keep his foot on Hamilton's throat across a season. And so he's just fast enough to make sure Lewis pushes without actually being a real risk to Lewis across a season, and therefore the team is harmonious. Like, if you looked at this team now and then compared it to Mercedes in 14, 15, and 16, it's a completely different team because there's no bitching between the drivers. Like that, and that's just it. Whereas back then it was Rosberg and Hamilton constantly sniping at each other, crashing into each other. They couldn't be in the same team together. And if you put Max in that other Mercedes alongside Lewis, guaranteed it would probably be actually worse than Rosberg and Hamilton, because Max would consistently push Hamilton harder than even Rosberg did. So, and Max ain't going to yield, and Lewis ain't going to yield. They take each other out of Grand Prix so many times, the team would be forced to get rid of one of them. So, they're not going to put Max in a Mercedes unless Lewis leaves the team. And it's just that. Because why would you? Lewis will just keep on soaking up championships like a sponge in that car as long as it's at the front of the field, because he's a great driver. There is no question about that. So why would you risk it? They're not going to do it for the sake of the fans. They're not going to say, the fans really want to see Max and Lewis in the same team, so let's put them together. No team driver, no team principal in history has ever gone down that path, and no team would. That's just suicide. So, Max isn't going to Mercedes unless Lewis Hamilton surprises everybody and leaves the sport. I don't think he's going to do that. Certainly not now. Like, he's got a few causes that he's big on right now. He wants to use the megaphone that Formula One gives him to push his thing. And hey, whatever. I mean, that's great. Good for him. You're in that position. You can do that. He's not going to give up that megaphone anytime soon. I just don't see it. Albon to AlphaTauri and Gasly. No, Red Bull's already said that if they replace Albon, they'll get an external driver. So that would be either Hulkenberg or Perez, I would say at this point. Russell's too good for Williams, probably, but he's on the grid in Formula One, and only 20 guys get to do that. So I don't know. Where's he going to go though? Like, what's a better seat? Who is not good enough in a good car? Could you say Albon? Maybe. But Gasly looked pretty ineffective in that Red Bull as well. So I think I was just saying before, I think the Red Bull might be a difficult car to drive. No, he means Albon and Gasly at AlphaTauri, Hulk and Max at Red Bull. That'd be cool. Oh, I see. Yeah, Albon at AlphaTauri with Gasly. Gotcha. And Hulkenberg to Red Bull. That'd be cool. Sorry, man, I completely misread that comment. Yeah, that'd be cool. I'd be happy. I'd love to see Hulkenberg in a front running car. Yeah, I'm a Hulkenberg fan. Yeah. I think Kvyat is going to stop. No, Max and Hulkenberg. Yeah, gotcha. Sorry, man. It's clearly too late in the day for me to be reading comments. I think Kvyat is going to stop. Maybe. He might get a drive at Haas or something like that. He has been outclassed by Gasly this year. And Red Bull knows exactly what he can do. He was alongside Daniel for half a season. I mean, Red Bull are really struggling for drivers right now. If it wasn't for Max, they'd be in trouble from a driver perspective. Like, because their young driver program, for the most part, hasn't really worked out. Like, it's had more duds than stars. Like, for every Verstappen and Ricciardo, there's five guys who haven't been able to cut it at the front of the field.
Okay, the car behind is catching you by 0.5 a lap. 0.5.
Albon can't work under pressure. Yeah, it certainly looks that way, doesn't it? It's a shame. But as I was saying, I think that car is maybe tricky to drive. And he just can't do it. Now, at this point, if there's a safety car, we'll stop. But if there's no safety car, we keep on going. Because the cars behind me are all on 2 stops because they're on mediums. Whereas I'm going to the end on these tyres. I can see the chat's going up, so I'll get back around to the main straight. Pause and take a look. Albon and Gasly can't work under pressure. Yeah, I mean, Gasly is clearly a competent, skillful driver, but yeah, he couldn't work in that Red Bull either. My friend raced with Albon, and he says he never thought he was that good. Yeah. Track limits. Lol. I better be careful. I don't want to get bloody time penalties like I did at Paul Ricard and cost myself the win. Particularly when it's completely unnecessary like it is here. Oh man, no traction on these tyres. So Albon is catching me at the moment, but I'm not concerned because he's on a softer tyre than I am, so he will stop again. I wonder if Nobuharu is going to the end. We might 1-2 this. That'd be cool.
The car behind is gaining on you by 0.5 a lap.
In AlphaTauri, is pressure very low, so that is why he's good at AlphaTauri. Yeah, I mean, you've got to step up when you're in a top team.
Fuel is looking really good. You're managing it well.
Look at me talking like I'm coming from a position of, experience. Mind you, I guess somewhat in sim racing, like when I've been in top categories and in top teams and the expectation goes up, or you get into strength of field races, high strength of field, maybe telecast races in iRacing. You've really got to step up. The expectation is different, man. I mean, come on, man. I keep saying that. Watching a debate the other day. You've got to drive to the expectation, and when you go up a tier and you actually got to race for victory. Like I said, that's a lot of pressure. It's one of the reasons that Hamilton is as good as what he is, because he's never done that. He's never been in a mid-pack. Like he is a well-oiled machine when it comes to fighting for victory, at the front of the field, sorry. I don't want to burp. Perez has got the fastest lap, that sucks. I want that point. Give it back, Sergio. Yeah, Hamilton, his entire career has been spent in the top car. So He's a guy who has been fighting for victory his whole career in Formula One. So the pressure is something he's used to. He's driven with that pressure effectively, you know, almost every race of his Formula One career. So, whereas guys who come out of the midfield, particularly if they've been there for a while, really struggle. Now, obviously, Albon wasn't there for a while. But yeah, you just sort of get used to it. Like, and being at the front is a lot different.
Okay, the car behind is catching you by 5/10 a lap. 5/10.
Oh, no worries. Thanks, Dark Assault Streams. Thanks for stopping by, I should say. Going away for like 30 minutes. See if you are still streaming then. No worries. Thanks, and Rocket. That'll depend on whether the race is still going or not. Probably not. Only 11 races, 11 laps to go. 11 races to go. It's not the whole bloody season. And we won't be doing another one because it's going to get too late here. Must be already like 9:30 or getting close to 10 o'clock or something, so this will be the only one we do tonight. Up on the curve there, lost traction, as you can clearly see.
Tyre condition is still looking good.
Thank you for that. Albon lost position. Perez. wonder how that happened. So Matsushita is now 5th on the hard tyre. Presume he's going to the end like I am. There's a chance we could 1-2 this. Man, I don't think I've lapped, I certainly haven't lapped people very often so far in my team career. Oh, it's my old teammate as well, Dorian. Thanks, son. Don't you wish you were still in this car?
Let's use overtake and burn some of this energy. Safety car, safety car.
Oh no!
Overtaking, reduce your pace. Keep your delta number positive as we form up.
They're all going to get the pit
Drop your
stop.
speed, our delta is too low and we risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately.
Although they didn't box, did they? Oh, there's no point boxing now. We're so close to the end. They must be going to the end on those medium tyres. Interesting. Yeah, I was just looking in my mirror to make sure that those guys didn't hit. They didn't. I'm still going to be in a bit of trouble because I'm on a harder tyre.
We're coming up to the safety car now. Do not pass it. You are the leader. Follow the safety car.
Looks like I got Giovinazzi. I am vulnerable here. Hopefully Giovinazzi can be a blocker for me. I don't know if they'll wade him through. As I said, like usually at half distance races I'm not used to seeing light traffic. But Austria is a short track, so but I do want him to stay there because he's he will be an enormous help to me with those guys behind on the softer tyre. Oh, thank you for the new follow. What have we got? Mighty in Seneraw. Mighty Incinerator. I love that name, man. That's a cool name. And thank you very much. You like the setup? Thank you. I appreciate that. It's good feedback. I appreciate it. And if that was you who just threw the follow, then thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I appreciate everything, clearly. But yes, I know, I genuinely do. Anyone who takes the time to stop by and say hello gets my appreciation. I'm easy to please. In real life, I'm easy to please. Like, not in the game, I'm not. It's like domination or nothing, man. Get out of here. Come on, man. Catchphrase of 2020. Come on, man. Come on. Come on, man. Safety car in this lap or next lap? Probably next lap. And then try and make sure I bloody maintain this lead off the restart. I'll have plenty of fuel, and I'll have battery.
Approaching the safety car. You're leading, so don't pass it. Stay behind the safety car.
Thank you for that. What powertrain did I choose? I'm in a Honda. I'm in a Honda. It's worked out pretty well for me so far. I think, so I've had 3 wins and I think 3 pole positions in my career. But quite a few podiums at this point. Let's see what this, oh no, we'll watch the highlights at the end of the race. That'll be fine. Lights off on the safety car. Lights off on the safety car. Yep.
Safety car is in this lap. Safety car in this lap. You will be controlling the pace on the restart. Keep it steady until the safety car has reached the pit lane.
Whoa! Oh shit! Whoops. What's your favorite F1 team and favorite F1 driver? I'm just gonna flash that back because I freaked that up. Yeah, there we go. That'll do. My favorite. Oh, jeez, I've done that again.
Copy.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. So let me just restart this race. So I don't have a favorite team. I had earlier today, had somebody ask me about that. I'm not a favorite team kind of F1 fan. Favorite driver, I don't really have necessarily a favorite driver either. Although as an Australian, I do basically sort of follow Daniel Ricciardo. He makes it easy because he's a very likable fellow, I think. But I really haven't supported anybody, down to my marrow since Fisichella retired. I was a Fisichella fan for basically his entire F1 career. And then I sort of, after Fisi retired, I followed Mark Webber because as an Australian. And then when Mark retired, I switched allegiance to Daniel for the same reason. So yeah, that's. But in terms of team, I don't have a favorite team. I've never had a favorite team. I've got teams that I like and that I don't like, kind of thing. You know, teams I don't mind watching win and teams that annoy me when they win. Although I don't really have to worry about many teams doing that nowadays, considering there's only like 2 teams that win. Well, I guess AlphaTauri did win. At Monza. More updates. More updates.
Confirmed.
I must have told him to be quiet before. He wasn't even there to tell me it was the last lap.
We have 2 laps of fuel remaining.
We win.
Fantastic drive. Just fantastic. You deserved that race win.
You have pitted. Don't know if I had pronounced this, but I hope I understand. Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, I pitted. We one stopped. I started on the soft tire, so yeah, we pitted quite early.
Smiling faces on the pit wall after a superb win here at Spielberg, and rightly so.
Yeah, we pitted on lap 6 or 7 or something like that. Pretty early in the race. There I am.
What was it that set them apart from the competition today?
Yeah.
The safety car completely changed the race, didn't it?
No, it didn't.
It's hard to say exactly what would have happened without it.
I dominated the race. I friggin' led it from start to finish, basically. Apart from Mo and I came out of a pit stop.
A show-stopping performance from the 3 drivers approaching the podium right now. It's been an interesting Grand Prix, that's for sure.
Thanks, Checo. Notice it never shows them drinking the champagne. I wonder if that's a thing where you can't really show them consuming alcohol. What's your total points? I don't know, actually. I know we're leading. Oh, good work from Nobuharu as well. Nobuharu. Oh, I got the fastest lap at the end as well. Yes, 26 points. So we're on 184 points. So that's why I've turned the difficulty up. So I'm on 105 now. I was on 100. Oh, we're leading the constructors? Leading the constructors for the first time in our team's history. I don't think we led after the first race. No, we finished second, didn't we?
As
No.
we continue to bring you the latest excitement in Formula One.
So the last 4 races, we've got win, win, second, win. In fact, although at France we won on track, but had time penalties for track extending and we lost the lead.
You and your rival for a bit, but you came out on top, didn't you? What do you think made the difference between this weekend and last weekend?
Well, last weekend we won, except it was taken off us because of a time penalty. And then this weekend we won. So who will we talk up? Talk up the aero guys.
It wasn't the cleanest race today, was it?
I don't know what you want me to say. I won the race. I don't know. Who did I make contact with?
Well, that's everything.
Oh, probably. Actually, no, I did, didn't I? Valtteri. So in the opening couple of laps, like Valtteri hit the back of my car. So I must have won that rivalry. Up to 14th. Team acclaim 17. That's good. Good. Oh, I was going to watch the replay thing. Oh, well. Bad luck. So this will be the only race for this stream. Look at that beautiful looking car. Renegotiate with teammate. Yeah, I want this guy. He's doing a good job. Aww. What game do you play besides F1 2020? Oh. Not many. In sort of... I don't really want to go to market. Like, I'm happy to keep... I want to keep Matsushita. So... I play a lot of... I actually play a game called Mahjong Soul. I enjoy playing Japanese Mahjong, so I play that quite a bit. Not on stream, though. Maybe I could stream that, you know. But I don't right now. I play Fate Grand Order. But not on stream, and I've been playing through Sword Art Online, Fatal Bullet. But I don't. The only thing I really play on stream currently is F1 2020. Obviously I've got this racing rig. So you know I've been known to do. We'll do that one. Let's give him that one. I'm not going to do that. There we go. But yeah, really, it's only this that I'm playing currently in terms of racing. Previously, I've done some Assetto Corsa Competizione, some iRacing, although I haven't done either of those things for a bit now. So yeah, I play some different things. No.
I recommend we could go for something like this.
Where are we struggling? We have the best chassis. We have the best aero. We have the second best power unit. Well, I guess I know where we're spending our money then. We'll hold on to our cash though.
Our new parts have been completed without issue. They'll be on the car ready for the next race weekend.
So we'll go with the low risk offer. We'll offer him that. There we go. He's been doing a good job. I'm happy to hold on to him.
Okay, we've had the new parts come through from the fabrication process. We'll have them with us for the next Grand Prix.
Awesome sauce. Let's go to the weekend. We're not going to race it. We're not going to race it though. It's too late. It's too late, Jock. It's like 10:45, so yeah. We're definitely not racing it now. Must sleep. All right. Let's take a quick look at our before I log off. How do we look here? Our progress history. Another big upgrade. Look at that. Like we're just stretching away from the pack. It's crazy. Like look where we started the season and look where we are now. Just straight line. If you compare it to last season, where we started sort of down there at 4th worst, spent the whole season going up, spent this season going up. We've been spending our resource points very, very, very wisely. So that's great. Look at the gap we're putting on the field. Now I might need to go to 110 difficulty. When do you usually stream? Weekends. So sort of around maybe this time, and what are we at now? 10:30. So generally I'll stream at sort of maybe around 2 to 2:30 in the afternoon, Saturdays and Sundays my time. So that's about 6 hours back in time from now. And then sometimes in the evenings like I am now, my time. Generally not during the week, because I'm usually too busy and don't really have a good slot for it. But yeah, you generally Saturday afternoons, evenings, Sunday afternoon, Sunday evenings. If I've got the time to do it, I don't always do it. I generally stream at least once a weekend though, most times twice minimum. Who's retiring? Ramon Grosjean is going to be retiring from the sport. There you go. Well, that'll do. Thank you so much to everybody who tuned in to watch. Thank you to Dark Assault Stream and Senraku and Mighty Incineroar for jumping on and keeping the chat lively during the stream. Do I live in Australia? Certainly do. Was it the accent that gave me away? So, but look, thank you so much to everybody who did tune in to watch, and thank you to everybody who watches later on Twitch or on YouTube when I export it to that. I'm generally thankful to everybody who tunes in to watch. So that will do for now. I'll be back next weekend, I'm sure. Keep an eye on my socials and you'll see when I post on there to say to go live. I apologize if there was some stuttering tonight. I've just seen that some more drop frames again. I know we had problems with the stream at the start. Must be just some congestion either with the ISP or Twitch. I'm not too sure. My internet connection has been here. Subscribe to your YouTube channel. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate that. That's really cool of you. Thank you. Yeah, but that'll do. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. As always, I've been Webimoto, and take care until next weekend, eh? And yeah, I'll chat to you then. See you, everyone.